G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. This is Mrs. Dogface. There's Kerrie, the Kung Fu kangaroo, and behind her is Kim, her footling. Kim is very quiet and subdued. I don't know whether she's punctured her heel on a fence or on a sharp stick, or whether she's very narrowly escaped an attack by a fox or a cat. But yesterday her right heel, I think it is, no, maybe the left heel, one of her heels had blood coming from a wound, so I washed it down with salty water, squirted, and she of course hopped off. It's kind of difficult to see from here, but Mrs. Dogface, with the enormous pouch, has actually got both of the twins' heads out. If you look really carefully, you can see that they are in fact eating. There's a bottom head and there's a top head. Mrs. Dogface! Look, see, now you can see the twins. Would you like to come over here and get some bread? Come on. See, it's pretty good when you can call your kangaroos to feed. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Dogface. Look at your twins. Oh, you're a good girl. Yes, you are. Turn around. Come on, show me the heads. Yeah, see, the three-headed kangaroo. Mrs. Dogface? You stay there. I will go and get some bread. There you go, girl. You're going to turn around? You're only going to show me the two little kids in profile. Now, the bread is under your foot, so you've got to lift your foot. You really don't want to do it, do you? Okay. Well, I'll go and have a little look at Kimmy with the sore leg. Like I said, she's very subdued. There's that's Cindy, the second kangaroo to eat bread. Mrs. Dogface has decided to turn around and show us the kids. Look at that, the three-headed kangaroo. See? Do I lie to you on my titles? Three-headed kangaroo. There's a kangaroo with three heads. Admittedly, two of them are the kids in the pouch, but it's still a kangaroo with three heads. Isn't that pouch enormous now? I figured by now one of them would have been sacrificed to the fox god, or maybe they'd be doing timeshare, but she seems able to fit them. On our right there's what I call Whitey, and on our left there's Darky, because they've got different coloured fur or hair, whatever you want to call it. I don't know whether they come from different fathers. But the point is that kangaroos, they have two teats in the pouch, and they are able to keep a fetus in suspended animation on one teat during times of low rainfall, poor feed, whatever, high stress. They're also able to conceive two at once, keep one in suspended animation, and mature the other into a joey. What Mrs. Dogface here has decided to do, because it's a really good season here on top of the tablelands, she's decided to raise two joeys simultaneously, and I think she's playing the odds. She's gambling. If she gets away with it, she doubles her input to the gene pool. Two joeys in one season. If a fox eats one, she still gets to raise one joey. Most of the time, kangaroos only raise one at a time. This is actually a fairly rare event. A Kangaroo with 3 heads. Because, as we've seen, Kim, the singleton daughter of, there she is, Kerrie, Kung Fu Kangaroo, she came in yesterday bleeding from the foot, and I suspect that was an encounter with a fox. It snapped at her as she was getting away. And as you can see, she's really subdued. I'm assuming that she's had a fright and she's in pain. But anyway, that's the situation. 7 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. We haven't had any rain today, but we had 8.5 mils yesterday and 3.5 mils the day before. I'm really sorry for the people in the Warren Bungles who've just had their houses burnt out. But up here on top of the tablelands, life is not too bad. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Look at the 3-headed kangaroo. Ciao.